From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate. Meta is refusing to publicly disclose information that could determine if it is subject to the Online News Act after all. The CRTC is asking the multinational technology conglomerate what measures it's taking to comply with the legislation. The company has responded by filing a confidential response. The Online News Act would have required Meta to compensate media outlets for displaying their content, but the company blocked news from its platforms in response to the legislation. The trial of two men accused of human smuggling between Manitoba and Minnesota will be in the jury's hands today. Steve Shand and Harsh Kumar Patel have pleaded not guilty to charges that they were part of an international smuggling ring that brought people from India to Canada on student visas and then across the border to the U.S. on foot in dangerous conditions. One such incident occurred in January 2022 when a family of 4, including 2 children, perished in a blizzard. BC poultry farmers are on high alert due to a surge in avian flu cases. Mark Siemens is a third-generation egg farmer in BC's Fraser Valley, and he had to cull his 45,000 birds due to the avian flu.
It's super sad, and it's a tough thing to go through when, you care about these animals and you do everything you can to keep them healthy and make sure they're looked after. And so when you find out that they've gotten this disease and that they're all going to have to be put down, it's really sad. It's really hard to come to grips with.
British Columbia's poultry industry raised its biosecurity level to red last month, the highest level. Newfoundland and Labrador is set to match the Canadian government's recently announced tax break on essentials. The GST and HST break will begin December 14th, and it applies to items including prepared foods, meals from restaurants, snacks including chips and candy, and alcoholic beverages including beer, wine, and cider. Now, the break will also apply to children's toys and clothing, books, newspapers, and Christmas trees. The respite ends February 15th, and the province is estimating it will have provided roughly $48 million in provincial tax relief. And finally, when something went well during the filming of Wicked, Cynthia Erivo would yell with joy, even in the middle of a scene. Erivo and Ariana Grande say singing with someone else with a powerful voice made their performances better.
You trust that this other person knows what they want to do with their voice, knows everything about the music.
The film is a new twist on the tale of 2 witches featured in The Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West and the future Good Witch of the South. Wicked is in theaters now. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, Connor Zary scored midway through the third period to give the Calgary Flames a 3-2 win over the New York Rangers. Elsewhere, Freddie Gaudreau had 2 goals and an assist as the Minnesota Wild beat the Edmonton Oilers 5-3, and the Vegas Golden Knights outpaced the Ottawa Senators 3-2. Canada opened the second window of the FIBA Men's AmeriCup 2025 qualifiers with an 88-71 win over the Dominican Republic. Canada is now 3-0 in the qualifiers and next faces Mexico on Sunday. Over to the NBA now, where it is a rare win for the Toronto Raptors, who posted a 110-105 decision over the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Nick Chubb ran for a 2-yard touchdown in heavy snow with 57 seconds left as the Cleveland Browns stunned their division rival, the Pittsburgh Steelers, 24-19, ending the Steelers' 5-game winning streak. The Browns had blown a 12-point lead in the fourth quarter, but hung on. From the Canadian Press, I'm Rob Westgate.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.